Okay, so we're going at 3.4, calculating products and quotients of rational expressions. Previously, you learned that adding and subtracting rational expressions involve the same process as adding and subtracting rational numbers. Now you will see that multiplying rational expressions involve the same steps as multiplying rational numbers. 1. Consider method A compared to method B in both columns of the table. Okay, go ahead and look over the table. All right, now go ahead and mark out A and B. Go ahead and mark out this page. Let's take a look at 5. Multiply each expression, list the restrictions for the variables. Okay, so we have 3 times 2 is 6, and then we have A, B squared is B times B, and C squared is C times C. Divided by let's go ahead and open in Desmos. So then I'm going to do 4 times 27 is 108. And then we have A, B, C. Well, let's find out what this reduces to be. So 6 divided by 108. We get a decimal, but if I press this button right here, it gives me the fraction. So that's 1 divided by 18. And then anything divided by itself is 1. So 1, 1, 1, which is equal to 1 BC divided by 18. Now, for restrictions, we have to understand that 1 divided by 0. And let's take a look at what that looks like. So 1 divided by 0 is undefined. Okay, so we need to figure out what makes the denominator 0. Well, in this case, the denominator will never be 0, so there are no restrictions. Because 18 will never equal 0. Okay. All right, go ahead and finish up A. Let's take a look at B. Okay, so then we have 3x times x minus 3 divided by, let's go ahead and factor out a 5 from here, so that's 5 times x minus 3 times 9 times x. So let's go and find out what 3 divided by 5 times 9 is. So 3 divided by 5 times 9, we get a fraction, or a decimal, convert that to fractions, 1/15. So that becomes 1 divided by 15 times x minus 3 divided by, we have 2 x's, x minus 3. So anything divided by itself is 1, so that's 1, 1. So we're left with 1 divided by 15x. So we need to figure out what makes this 0. So we take 15x not equal to 0, divide 15 by both sides. So x does not equal 0 is the restriction. All right, go ahead and finish up B. Let's take a look at C. I'm going to go ahead and mark out D. And I'm going to go ahead and white it out so I have space to work C. Okay, so we have x plus 5 times x minus 3 divided by, we need to factor this, so that's x and x, because x times x gives x squared, and then we can factor out a 4 from here, so that's 4 parentheses x plus 5. Now, we need to figure out what numbers multiply to give you 3 and combine to be negative 4. So let's try negative 1 times negative 3 is positive 3. Negative 1 minus 3 is negative 4. So that works. Our factors are x minus 1, x minus 3. Let's go ahead and put a 1 in front of the parentheses here. So then that equals 1 parentheses x plus 5, x minus 3, divided by, so I'm going to go ahead and move the 4 to the front. That, and then the x plus 5. Done with that. I'm not canceling this, I'm just marking them out so I can see what I have left. And then I have x minus 3 left. And the only thing left in the denominator is x minus 1. And the reason I did that is because anything divided by itself is 1. So this is 1, 1, so you're left with 1, 4 divided by x minus 1. Now, for the restriction, we set this not equal to 0. So we divide 4 by both sides. You get x minus 1 not equal to 0. Add 1 to both sides. X does not equal 1 is the restriction. All right, go ahead and finish up C. That glare is keeping it, but I'll rewrite that so you can see. There. All right. Let's take a look at the next page. 3.5. Patterns in rational expression quotients. Dividing rational expressions is similar to the process you use when dividing rational numbers. You may recall that to divide fractions, you multiply the dividend by the multiplication inverse of the divisor. Okay, go ahead and look over the table. And go ahead and mark out 1a and b. And let's take a look at 2. Determine the quotient of each expression. Alright, so when you divide by a fraction, you flip when you divide, you flip and multiply. So we have 9ab divided by 4c times 5ab divided by 18 c times c. Okay, now let's go ahead and find out what 9 times 5 divided by 4 times 18 is. Okay, So 9 times 5 divided by 4 times 18, let's go and get the fraction, is 5/8. So this becomes 5 divided by 8. Now we have 2 A's, 3 B's in the numerator, and then we have 3 C's in the denominator. So this equals 5a squared b cubed divided by 8c cubed. All right, go ahead and finish up A. All right. Let's take a look at B. So when you divide, you flip and multiply. So this becomes 7xx divided by, we can factor out a 3, becomes x squared minus 9 times 3x minus 9 divided by 4xx. Now, we can go ahead and mark out C. I'm going to go ahead and write out so I have space to work if I need it. So this becomes 7x times x times, we can factor out a 3, which leaves 3 times x minus 3, divided by 3 times 4 is 12, we can do that. And then x squared minus 9 factors to be x plus 3, x minus 3 times x times x. All right, let's go ahead and find out what 7 times 3 divided by 12 is. It's 1.75. Let's go ahead and get the fraction, 7/4. So this is 7 divided by 4. Put the x in x times x minus 3 and then we can put the x in x here. We can bring down the x minus 3 and then the x plus 3. Now anything divided by itself is 1, so 1, 1, 1. So this simplifies to be 7 divided by 4 times x plus 3. All right, go ahead and finish up B. All right, the student works 1A, 1B, 1C, and 1D. Go ahead and mark out the rest of the problems. Go ahead and mark out this page, and this page. Go ahead and finish up your notes, start working on the assignment, and have a wonderful Wildcat day.